interface, abstract class versus interface, this famous interview question, and encapsulation. So first I will come on abstraction. Anybody has any idea about abstraction? You can try, then we will start. A real time example if you can give any. Okay, so you say that you know about the working but you don't know about the implementation. Okay, so yeah, okay. So if yeah, 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 of course. This is actually a very good example. This will made my day because we normally see that bank interest rate are decreasing day by day. Okay, why mouse not working? Okay, so previously before 2000, I think 15, the interest rate was 4%. Then it they are reduced up to 2.7%. Means this is what we are getting. Better than this, we keep our money in our own house instead of banks and or other ways to invest. So this is good example that interest. Yeah, yeah. This is good example that interest rate are, but actually interest rates are not changed. Depend. This is not good to say. Why only he is on time, others are late. Okay. If I'll give an example, which will I think you should not found in Google and books, like something. If I want to give any other example of abstraction, so best example, when America attacked on Pakistan and killed the Osama, they used a helicopter which doesn't make any noise. You all have heard about this, I think. So that technology they have used, that okay, this feature was for that helicopter that American army went and American Air Force went there in the place of Osama's house and killed him. And at night when they performed this operation, there was no single noise. And we know that at night any little sound we can hear easily. But that helicopter was implemented in a way that doesn't make any single noise. Even at night, if any bird passes out just outside of our home, then we see that we can hear that noise. We can hear the little birds and even mouse, right, in our houses we can hear him as well. But that helicopter we can think doesn't make any single noise, not air rotating, the fan rotates too fast that we can't hear that noise. So they used that technology, and we actually compare ourselves from America and China. But frankly speaking, whatever I search on Google and other international media read on, instead of Indian media, they usually going to kill China and Pakistan every day. But we are very behind the technology. And if I talk, but in IT sector we are very ahead, and we are the leaders in IT sector. But technology that was implemented, we don't know, even we don't know about that. Even our ISRO scientists are researching day by day. They haven't got any technology, they haven't any idea about what was that. Not only ISRO, not any country around the globe doesn't know about that technology. Otherwise they have also implemented that same, right? So you know about the working model that doesn't make sound, but you don't know how it's being implemented. That's a good example of abstraction. And second example, maybe if you go to ATM, you just go, you watch there that ATM UI part, you see the message, please enter the card, and you simply enters the card. Then you simply, then message will come. First, different ATMs differs. Sometimes any ATMs ask for pin. Some ATMs first ask you to put the amount, right? So amount, pin, and then type of account, means saving or current. Then you withdraw your money, but you don't know how the things went in background, like where the your bank server is located, you don't know about that. And which programming language it has used, you don't know about that. And what calls after that, what methods run, what, anything we don't know. Even tomorrow, if they are changing the programming language behind the scenes, we don't know that also. You will never see exceptional pointer exception there. This error will not see. You will only see server not found or server unavailable, this type of thing. This is abstraction, where we don't know about the programming implementation, but and we don't know about the details, but we know how it is working and how it will work, because we simply are seeing the UI part. We just have to answer those questions which are coming, like enter your pin, then 4-digit pin, 1234, and then login, right? So this is what implementation details we don't know, but know about the programming language. So this is abstraction. Now in Java you can achieve extraction using two different uh, design patterns. One is abstract class, one is interface. Okay, so we are going to see basics of this. Advanced level, I will tell some topic to read you out. And then interface, we will see basics. That basics will be sufficient for our Selenium. Still we have to explore ourselves day by day. Then we'll go for the abstract class versus interface. This is general interview questions. Suppose interviewer, if you go with the preparation for interview, then interviewer will also come with preparation. You need to join again. I think you guys can see my screen or not. Yeah, yeah, okay. Joining from mobile will cause this problem generally. And because you have moved to WhatsApp and then Telegram, then that, this and that, in that case this is a Google defect as of now, so you will miss the screen. Okay, and or where I was, okay. So even interviewer also comes with the preparation. He will ask, if he doesn't come with the preparations, expect this question. Okay, encapsulation, of course. But I want to tell you one thing so that you should be very careful now. Nowadays, nobody asks what is abstraction. If you are going for, after this course, if you are going for 2+ years of automation experience, right, you can apply for this much experience. I will try to cover in this way so that you can apply 2+ years selenium experience. Okay, if you are going for this, then don't expect this question, what is abstraction, where, what is abstract class, what is interface. No, nobody is going to ask this way. Nowadays the pattern is changed to ask same questions, like where you have used oops concepts in your framework. Now this way, where you have used overloading, where you have used overriding, where you have used abstraction, where you have used encapsulation, polymorphism. So you have to tell the interviewer in the terms of framework, not you know about this. Everybody knows, even in college people are studying this. And if same answer he is expecting, then 2 years experience you are applying for automation engineer, and then same answer. Okay, so I will not too much time, I will not waste too much time here. Just jump to abstract class. Please note down these points. See, in form of notes, if you are expecting the questions, then what I told, that in this way the question will ask, either learn from my experience or just write it down, or wait for your interview and then experience and then prepare. Right? What is abstract class? If you want to, first of all, we will follow these three keywords: why, how, and when, or what. Why we use abstract class, how we can use this, and what is abstract class, or when to use abstract class. Okay, these three words, if you answer yourself before learning anything, then many new points you will try to learn if you want to answer. Like why we use abstract class, simple answer is to achieve abstraction. Okay, now how we can use it? If you want to make any class as abstract, then you need to use abstract keyword. Okay, now when we should use the abstract class? When we have a requirement of constructor as well as we have to achieve the abstraction, because abstract class have constructor. Now I'll write 2 3 points here and you just need to note it down. Abstract class using abstract keyword, we can write abstract class. Now abstract class, of course, if there is a class there will be constructor. Abstract class has constructor. If class is abstract, then no compulsion for having abstract method. Means, suppose if you have declared any class as abstract, you are saying that this class is abstract, then this is not compulsory to have abstract method on that class, but vice versa is not true. Vice versa is different. Like if you are declaring any method as abstract, then there should be that class should be declared as abstract. Okay, if I want to say that you didn't have any water as of now, then you say okay, I don't need glass as well. But if you want to contain water somewhere, you need glass. Similarly, if you want to have abstract method, declare class as abstract. But this is not compulsory that class should have water. Means class should have abstract method. This is not compulsory. Okay. Yeah. 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 No, I have not said. If you want to have any abstract, in case you are saying that if you not mention any method by default that will be abstract. No, that not like that. I am coming to that. Don't worry. Even I am writing here. If class, if method is abstract, then class should be abstract. If you don't want to write it or don't want to access it, just simple this. For this I have written here in this place, abstract class and interface, Java interview question, and little blog I have written here. You can access this and read here as well. Don't need to write as of now. I have already written whatever I am telling you. Okay. Now let's go for the abstract class. Create a new project. And here we will create a package abstraction. And one more very important, most important point I forgot to tell you, right? We cannot create object for abstract class. Okay, directly we cannot create object for abstract class. We need to perform inheritance, then we can do that. Okay, I am coming to that point. uh, Suppose there is a class A. Suppose there is a class A, simple to understand. As if I will you basic concept I am explaining and take the complicated example, then concept you will not get it easy. Okay, this is normal class that I have created. If I want to make it abstract, then abstract keyword will be used. Okay, now abstract keyword I am using. Okay, Here, if I want to declare any normal method, I will write here one more point. Abstract class can have abstract and non-abstract methods both. Means abstract class can have abstract method as well as non-abstract methods both, right? It is not compulsory to have only abstract method or have only non-abstract method. Okay, you can both you can keep here. Suppose I will create three methods m1, m2 and m3, and m2 and m3 I will make abstract, m1 normal method, void m1. Sys out m1 method normal non abstract class A. Okay, every information here you can write thousands line of code, your logics, you can write here anything you can, but we are understanding the concepts only. So I am just writing a single line of code for printing this message so that we can understand that this method was called. When we call it, we understand that. Okay, second method we will create void m2. Okay, and I will use a semicolon here and use as abstract keyword. This is abstract method. In abstract class, we manually have to declare abstract method by writing abstract keyword. Okay, if when I will tell you about the interface, by default every method will be abstract. In the interface you don't need to write abstract keyword. Any method you will create in a interface, it will treat that as abstract. Okay, abstract method doesn't have body. You can see here, abstract method doesn't have body. It has declaration, no definition. Okay, abstract method doesn't have body means, like if you want to create this, then it will throw you error. What error? Abstract methods do not specify a body. Okay, so abstract method doesn't have a body. You need to use semicolon like this. Okay, its implementation will be done in other class. Okay, the class which will inherit this class A will provide implementation for this abstract method. Okay, I will create another abstract method, abstract void m3. Guys, one thing I want to say here, whatever rules I am telling you here, if you think without practice you can remember these rules, no, this is not even possible. Every time you will be confused. Once you practice, then of course these rules will be in your tips. If you think just by watching lectures, attending training, it's possible, in Java there are multiple rules. How much you will remember? By practice only. Behavior, if you understand behavior of any concept, then it is easy to remember the rules. Like I am trying to understand the behavior abstract class. Okay, abstract class can have abstract method. Abstract method, if I need to declare, of course we should declare that class as abstract. Like this is rule. Now you go here and remove this. Now see, error. The type A must be abstract. Type means class. If you read anywhere type, then that means is class. The type A must be an abstract class to define abstract method. You can now, if you practice in this way, cross verify the rules, You will understand, okay, this works in a way. Otherwise, if class is not abstract, how will achieve abstraction? Okay, so these three abstract methods I have declared. Now I will declare a main method. Sorry, main class I will create. Check main method and this. I said we cannot create object for abstract class. So if I want to call this method using by creating object for class A, then it is not possible. Let's try. A object is equal to new A. See the error. Cannot instantiate the type A. Means you cannot create the object for class A. Type A means class A. Why? Because this is abstract class. Okay. So how I can call these methods for use? First, and if anybody asks why you cannot create object for class A, this may be an interview question. And if you know the concept, even you have not heard about this question, you will able to answer. Because anything you want to use, something will be there to use, right? What about this method? Just declared. How you can use it? Suppose this method was for adding two numbers, for an example. Then is it adding two numbers? No. It is just declared name. What will do for this name? This is abstract method. Without defining it, without providing any implementation, what's the need of it? So first implement this method, then you will create the object for the class. That will be useful for someone. Otherwise, what's the use of it? Now you can say that this is the method I can use. Why I cannot create the? This is actually not a good question, I think, because any common rule can be followed for both. Okay, you are here to achieve abstraction, and if you will able to create the object without creating the, where is the abstraction? Means surrounding with questions is good, but looking for become an Einstein, or what we say, creating the bulb, who was the addition. Uh, that's those are the stories. We are normal guys. Okay. So here, this is the these are abstract one. First, we need to implement this, and how we can implement? Just inheritance we will provide, and I know that you know inheritance. Just create a class B. Okay. Extend class A. Now through inheritance, all these three methods M1, M2, M3 will be coming in class B. Here error is what? The type B must implement the inheritance abstract method. What it's saying? It is saying that the class A have two abstract methods, M2 and M3. Either provide the implementation for those methods, otherwise those are abstract methods coming in my class, and the rule is if any class have abstract methods, then that class should be abstract. You cannot see any code here. You can ask where those methods are coming through inheritance. Otherwise, what's the use of inheritance? So either you make this class abstract, then the error will be gone. Error is gone. Or implement those unimplemented abstract methods. So here add unimplemented methods. This implement. Now the error is gone. Okay. So now a new rule came to understand. If a class is abstract, then not compulsory to have abstract methods. But if a methods are abstract in a class, that class must be declared as abstract. So I was extending class A in class B, so all those abstract methods were coming in a class B, but still we haven't provided any implementation. That's why there was an error. We fixed that. You have two options: either make this abstract, or what wait what if you provide implementation only for one abstract method, not second one? Then also see, class A have two abstract methods, M2 and M3. You have provided implementation for one only, and in the class A through inheritance there is one more abstract method present. Any single method is abstract, then you need to declare this class as abstract, then the error will go. Only these much rules in abstract class. I have explained them multiple times, but these five or six rules, just practice them and then you will understand. Okay. Yes. M2. Yeah. Please repeat again. Let me understand your question. Means you are saying that you have a class A which is abstract. Okay. And you want to say the class is abstract, class A is abstract, and you are extending class a A into class B and declaring this class B as abstract. Now the question, what is the use? Why there is no use? Suppose this class B have some different features, class A has some different features, and class I will give you a real time example after this discussion. That will be better. Method M3 implemented in class B. Okay. Now we can create the object for this class B because this class B is not abstract. Okay. Instead of this B we will write, and we can call all the methods object dot M1, object dot M2, object dot M3. You can see in B, M1, M2 and M3 methods are present. We can call all this M2, M3 and M1, all are coming here through inheritance. Okay. So this is way we can implement abstract class. Now one thing about abstract class where we should use this and that. First, this is design pattern. And what is design pattern? Where we have to follow some set of rules, or we decide some set of rules for our code, or we decide that this code we should be present in every class. Like suppose we are creating an gaming application, and in that gaming application there is a player. Okay, we know for any game you play, even you play any cricket match, you play PUBG, Fauji, whatever, then there are multiple players, not a single player. And of course those multiple players will be created, those are not coming by assumptions. Okay, so what I will do, I will try to give some common properties to each player. Like suppose a player can run, a player can walk, a player can sleep, like, okay, means he lie down in the floor. Okay, when he dead, he just in a sleeping mode. Okay, and a player can jump. These are common properties that I want to give every player. Okay, then what I will do, I will declare that player class abstract player. This way I will declare that abstract player class. This will be your assignment, so if you are attending this session, then this one is the assignment. Okay, so player can jump, string or integer, how much he can jump, integer jump, how size in feet. Okay, integer walk, then walking speed, right, integer run, then running speed. Okay, string player name. Then of course we have to create a method for every player white jump, right. Now here jump doesn't means that player can jump by your integer variable. Any player in the game can jump, then everybody will declare the jump and make his own game, right. But here he has to provide some coding implementation so that player can jump. There will be animation also used, all the code will be written here. I will declare this as abstract. Okay, and four methods I will declare abstract, like walking, player walk, player run, player, right. So if five players are being developed, then five different people has to implement these methods, because they cannot create object for abstract class, then they has to declare, they has to provide implementation. So this will be common set of rules, we can say this prototype or this design pattern they has to follow for implementing their player. Now the question is, what is the need of then the, what the question was asked few minutes back. So if I want, suppose five players has to develop, right, and every five players have some common properties as well as their own properties. So where they will declare their own properties in their own classes, like in class, if similarly in class B, if similarly class B wants to have its own properties, then class B can declare his own properties. Okay, this is jump, player is jumping, implemented. The way of jumping, the way of walking speed is different, so this is implemented. But my player can fly as well, so I will declare fly code here, I will write my fly player fly code here. So this is the use case of that. Okay, I hope you got your answer. Now we'll understand about the interface. Yeah, 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 here you need to declare this is default constructor which have in every class. Similarly in this class as well. Okay, so just you can check. Constructor is covered or not in your batch? Okay, so in next session I will. Every class actually have a default constructor. Okay, like this. I will talk about this in next session. No, I think that everyone it is not covered. Constructor is not covered. Okay. Interface. Interface I will declare. I will try to write same program. If I have to create an interface, just write go here new. Instead of class, just select this interface. Interface naming is standards start from I P L this. Okay. Interface doesn't have constructor. Classes have constructor. Interface doesn't have constructor. Okay. So if you want to declare like this, I player, this is an error. Okay. This will not work. Now I will have a method void jump. Okay. Void run. These two players methods I will declare. Okay. Jump and run. Now another method I will take void walk, and I will try to provide a body. Yeah. Then you will see an error. What error? Abstract method do not specify a body, but I have not declared any abstract method here inside interface. Then void saying because by default every method inside interface is abstract. Okay. Now people will maybe thinking that static and default methods. This is theoretical topic, not discussion topic. Because static and default method cannot be treated as a non-abstract method as well. Okay, and this is Java 1.5 and I think after 1.8 topic. Okay, this you have to explore what are these. Okay, we don't need it because from Java 1.8 onwards we can have static and default methods now, but these are not non-abstract methods, these are specific static and default methods. Okay, here we can say that walk we cannot declare. If you want to declare as static, then this is okay. Okay, but we cannot have this method. This default, I am not talking about this default keyword. Okay, this is not default keyword that has been used. Scope of this method is what? Default, because we have not given any scope like public here. But this default is not scope of this. If you have gone through with the scoping concept, there are four scopes: public, private, protected and default. So this is not that default. Okay, this is just keyword that has been developed for de defining a method. Just remove this. Okay, so we cannot declare any non-abstract method inside the interface. Okay, by default every method inside interface is abstract. If you are not writing abstract keyword, then is okay. If you write, then that's also okay. Same thing, not different. Abstract, if you write, then it will be abstract. Not write, then it will be abstract by default. Sorry. Now similarly you cannot create the object for interface as well. Interface cannot be instantiated. By default every method inside interface is abstract. Okay, like public abstract void. Okay, by default every variable inside interface is uh, public static final. Okay, means if you declare, example, if you declare string name is equal to Vandan, then what this means? Public static final string name is equal to Vandan. Okay, interface has not constructors, and this is silly question that has been asked with many interviewers, because if we talk about the constructor is part of the classes, not the interfaces. So this is not a question, this is a trick that they want to understand from you. Okay, and of course we cannot create the object. Same here, I have written instantiated. You should be aware of both terms, instantiation and creation of the object. Okay, and this is about the interface. How it is better? And what we will do for the percentage? See, it is bookish. We can also hide data using the encapsulation and using the abstract class. Actually, if I talk about your time is good, you have this understanding, but the thing is that everything has its own need. Like abstract class and interface has its own needs. Sometimes we have to use the constructor anyway. Without constructor we cannot do our work. It's a need for a class. In that case we should go for the abstract class, otherwise interface. This 100% achievement of the abstraction, not anymore with the interface, because we are now having the static and default methods. Before that also, there as per need we decide we have to use abstract class or interface. And if I talk about percentage of that, this is the bookish definition, that this achieves that and that. Don't go for percentage, we should go for our needs. Like, I have to declare 5 methods, all should be implemented, but tomorrow I should not able to declare the non-abstract method, then go for interface. It's per need, not percentage, because Java is very secure programming language. There are multiple things to be implemented, so abstraction is not that cannot be hacked. Okay, so there is no such. Actually, this bookish definition we are reading from college days, that's good to know, but as per need we will decide. Suppose we have to achieve the abstraction, but we have to use the constructor, then can we use interface? No. Okay, so as per need we will decide. Okay, so here this is static, and this you will see in your Selenium as well, because Selenium does not need too much security, which needs a banking application, right? So even though we don't too much use these interfaces, whatever we have to design our framework in that way only, otherwise this is abstraction. What, when in Selenium, when we will write WebDriver, driver is equal to new Chrome driver, this is abstraction. We don't need to write our own interfaces for that. This WebDriver is interface, this is the class. Okay, now I'll talk about this in next session, time is passing, but here let's complete this. Okay, so interface can be implemented. Implements, interface is implemented in a class using implements keyword. Okay, I will copy and paste these all. Please copy and please note somewhere. Just copy and paste in your notepad or whatever. Just, and try to I will first create a main class, so that I can show you that we cannot create object for this. Interface and abstract I think copied. Okay, this 2 4 3 4 5, right? Okay, so let's try to create object for interface. iPlayer object, new iPlayer. Okay, so see, cannot instantiate type iPlayer. Okay, so type iPlayer means interface iPlayer. Okay, type can be considered as class interface, right? Type iPlayer means that this cannot be instantiated, because this is an interface. So if you see anywhere this error, then try to understand either that is abstract class or that is interface. Okay, when we will understand Selenium, then day by day I will tell you that this concept I told you in that place, and see here I am using. Day by day every concept, Java concept I will use, I will show you that in Selenium this is I am using the abstraction, this is I am using the abstract class, this is I am using the interface. abstract class, and this is actually encapsulation. Okay, overriding this where I am using every day, because we cannot write any single Java program without oops concepts and without collection will start from Friday. Okay, so if anybody is missing these sessions, maybe interviewer will ask, and then how will you say that where you have to you have used oops concepts? They will simply ask general question, where you have used oops concepts in your framework. Nowadays the question comes in this way. Okay, now first if I have to create object for this, I have to implement inside a class, and for that class I will create object. Only this way this is possible. Player class, X player, because there will be many player. Okay, when a class was abstract we were using extend, but when we are implementing the interface we have to use implements. I player. Okay, now this interface has abstract method, so it's saying that add an implemented method simple and just 5 feet jump animation. Okay, suppose this code is written here. Player run zigzag animation. Okay, now for this X player I can create the object. See, object cannot be written as obj. The class name and object name should be same. The first letter and the next word means each word first letter is capital in class name, which is in camel case, but in object first letter will be small and next word first letter will be capital, and then simple English rules, right? But this variable rule is different. Otherwise just write it obj. Okay, obj dot run obj dot jump, and you can see player run zigzag and 5 feet animation. This implementation is provided. What if I don't provide implementation for second abstract method? Then again, if a class have any abstract method through interface, all these two abstract methods are coming in XPlayer class. I am providing implementation for one, and one is still abstract because this code is commented, and second abstract method is coming from abstract interface in this abstract in this class, and this class still have one abstract method left to be implemented. So either I should provide the implementation for that method like this, or I need to declare as abstract because this is a class. So I need to declare abstract. Okay, then error will go on. Otherwise provide implementation for this abstract method. So rule is same everywhere. Doesn't matter you are extending or extending class or implementing interface. Interface is provide how you can provide inheritance for the interface using implements keyword. See, class extends class, class implements interface. interface extends interface. Okay, so this is the rule. So some points are left in OOPS concepts, and these are the, let me copy this as well. What are the left topics like encapsulation, and constructor chaining? Then maybe from Friday we will start, after covering this topic. Friday we will start collection, and I hope you miss this session so that you cannot understand any single selenium session. Okay, so if you want to learn selenium, if you missed the OOPS concepts and previous sessions, then that can be considered, but without collection. I am not talking about Java programming, Java coding. I am talking about Selenium. Even in Selenium, even for a tester, collection is the most important topic. So we will start